that you're going to have budgetary allotment to wire skins as well? Because we don't know the wire skins. Are you saying that you're going to have community watch teams? Are you going to have private security freeze hired to watch over your district? I'm just saying this sarcastically, but if you are making this kind of manifesto, be as clear as possible so that the people know how to hold you accountable for the different things that you are saying. Yeah. And with education, I think we've seen education online here today, so to speak, that it means that in Montserrat County, education is one of the most, children, so to say that education is one of the most triggering effects on the people, lack of education. So it's a burning issue that almost all of the districts have marked. So that's something that's going to stand out from this manifesto and all other districts. Because every platform we see, with the exception of district number 14, that did not have anything, but all the other ones we saw education being highlighted. So now, if he doesn't have these things explained in detail, that is left with the constituents to go back and be able to break it down as to how they want him to prioritize education. Like, is it that they want him to have more TVET in their district, or they want him to prioritize the formal educational sector, or they want him to have more educational opportunity for people who are past the usual going to school age, because we know that most people, when they pass 25, 26, will not want to go to day school, even though they want to have formal education. Is it that you're going to prioritize having nice schools, in the different schools, government schools that already exist in your district? That's a question that's still left unanswered by looking at this very big manifesto that he presented. The next one is true infrastructure. What does he mean? Is he saying that he's going to have skyscrapers in the different communities? Is he also saying that by infrastructure he means healthcare? Because I don't see healthcare being captured here. So that's a gap that the community dwellers and the district dwellers will be able to use to further develop all of these things. What are the major issues that we need to look at on the infrastructure? So I'll stop here, and I'm sure we have another time. If there's any question or concern, now take that. What the other one?
Yeah. So we will invite district number 3, residents of district number 3, people who live in district 5, district 2, district 3 will make district, the people related to district 3, district 542 will make remarks, and then we take. All right. So.
Yes. Thank you very much. Before that begin, I'd like to take us back with our newly elected lawmaker of District 3 in President of Samoa, and the manifesto he brought out that year, I think at that time, you were staying in the district, right? It was too complicated. So it was something that, in fact, what made him has won today, he couldn't win that process. The man said, you're going to be a stadium like SKD in district number 3. Everybody said, what? In fact, man, you joke, you are fake. So the vote he's supposed to accumulate, he didn't, it was reduced. So he came back, obviously, his succession is very short in the district there. But we all know how it came about, and he actually spent the money, and based upon that, he assured the people that in district number 3, he will try to reset, like what you see there, reunifying the district in terms of the district has not been unified, in as well as other lawmakers were there, and they didn't unify the district, so he tries to do it, he will try to do it. The economy, sometimes, these things, for me, it's about, they got us saying, they say, the rhetoric is the best interpreter of their word. So sometimes it has to do with oversight responsibility. When you talk about oversight, sometimes you go and propose in the course, you argue your robustness, and one of you can give you the attraction to your police to lobby around all of the things. The security aspect that you talk about, the security aspect, District 3 currently is the hub belt of gangsterism. The drugs infiltrating in every part of North County, it comes from District 3. Obviously, You have Brele, you have Sokotan, you have Gorbachovi, all of those areas. You understand? So the security aspect, I think what it means, it will be a personal tax that he will try to institute by bringing in tax rules, to try to handle these guys that are taking in jobs and whatever. Education, the same thing. And through infrastructure, the man said that he will divide the district into 4 dimensions. One, he will have the public clinic, the district public clinic, even though district number 3 has a public clinic. 2, he said that he will build the district first ever university. 3, he will build other call a playground for the district. And 4, he will be like a recreational center for the district. So that's a good thing. We look forward to seeing him doing it. But guess what? District number 3 is the only district that don't compromise on lawmaker. So some of us that are very critical, we are looking at him very keenly in our aspect. So we look forward.
Yeah, so we'll take then we'll come to you first. Let this one talk. So now we'll answer my question.
I want to thank you. I understand why I'm being marginalized because I have left a youthful bracket and this is a youth calorie. However, I have a reservation. The reservation is that these people came up with their manifestos. And normally in such a gathering, they should have representatives here to explain in detail these manifestos. What we have here, or what we do here, is a PowerPoint presentation. Even if we were to release all of our manifestos in terms of literature, they are not going to be put out there. What you're going to see will be the bullet points. And so what I see here is just dissenting opinions on these manifestos. I have not seen any one of those who are doing presentations here to really speak in affirmative to what these guys have said they will do. But we are all pessimistic about what the city will do, and I see a lot of dissenting opinions. I'm speaking as a politician because I'm from a political office. And I understand what we go through with the young people, especially the ones who run civil society groups who are supposed to be watchdogs and advocates for good leadership. A bulk of them, not accusing all of you, but a bulk of them have metamorphosed into being active political opponents to those leaders. And so we understand how things work. So I think next time Action A should please do for other district what she has done for District 11. I think our office was requested to send someone to proffer our manifesto, and that is what I'm here. So if other districts have similar opportunity to send people from the offices to come and explain in detail, I don't think we would have been doing what we do or what we are doing here. So that's my reservation.
So I'll address the first two, so I'll go from there. Can I address the first two? Yeah. Alright. So the first point you made, right? Yeah, valid. I'm not going to say it's not a valid point. But the fact that someone contested the first time and made very unrealistic promises, and the people decided not to vote for them. And now, according to you, they now elected him because he reduced their and he also use money. I will say that's one of the trickle-down effect of poverty in Liberia. The fact that more people cannot afford to have the bare minimum rest, food. So if one politician will come and offer these things in large quantity during the election period, the campaigning time, people will see that quick having fast money, all of those things. And then most of them are not inclined to know that all these things are means of me selling my rights. So people to hold these people accountable later. That's the sad truth. So I'm not in the district, so I can't 100% say that was exactly how he won. Because mind you that we have a record of people using money during election period and they still win the election. So maybe it was time for the people to entrust him with power that was very happy, aside from the fact that he used money. To your point, I don't know for some reason, maybe I'm feeling that way because I'm the work and now you are making the point. But I'll clearly say this, I am an executive committee member of the Liberia National Student League. Aside that, I'm also the executive director of Voice Liberia, a civil society organization. So I don't have any political alignment to tell you, we try to hold these people's feet to the water because I believe that I'm not supporting the party he's from, or I am, of another party that didn't really know. If we can be impressing these people, do you know what we are going to do for the society that depends on us to be able to hold him accountable? That because he said he would do reunification, he's going to do, economy is just dead. So if we do not hold him accountable now that the not even started yet, if we're not able to be able to prioritize the different things that the people actually need as compared to the things that they themselves decided to do for the people. Mind you, this is the mistake that most people in the political offices do, that becomes a problem for the entire constitution that they are leading. You can sit in your office and then you decide what you will give the people. Instead of you coming to the people to tell you what it is that they need. And then when we come and ask you hard questions, and then people think that we're trying to attack them. We are not. And me for Apple, I've always said this. That was why even in my district, they were painting of where I didn't even, like one of the kids that they were not, he lived not so far from where I live. I was clear about that. I don't want to get involved with this because tomorrow if you win, it will be a kind of conflict of interest how I'm going to win your company because I am sitting there with his heart. That's how we don't get involved with our political processes. Because when these things come up, we'll talk about it as it is because it's going to affect us as Liberians, especially as young people. It's sad to see, and I'm sorry, I'm not attacking you, that this is a youthful forum and they ask the office to send someone that is not, of the youthful age. That is the same thing we're talking about empowering young people. You should send somebody that is of the youthful age to be. I'm sure they have young people in your district. That way they can understand directly what it is that we are saying. They won't be attacked. But if you will come and then we have this conversation that's squarely around what benefits the young people, and you feel attacked, I understand exactly where you're coming from because it's not usual to see young people being as, taught as all of us are in this room or being as vocal. But if it's another young person who understands the stage for which we come, so that he will know that no, it's not an attack, no. It's just us as young people holding these people in position of power accountable for what they said they will do and what it is that we as young people want them to do. So is there any other person that has something to say before I take my seat?
There are two persons. So now 1 minute, you and
50 seconds. 50 seconds, brother. It starts now.
Thank you. The thing about it is that I want us not to defend these people. Hello. I beg you, please, let me try to give attention to this because it's very important. We just come from election. In no one of our country was going for all this because these people, they have open platform and they will open voting power. Thank you. The thing about it is that we have policies already. If somebody say education, I believe we have combinations with no very similar things. I beg you, if you live from here, the same forum try to have a conversation with the officers of the people. Let us explain in detail what is it that they mean by security and all of that. My last recommendation, we have right now the education budget is around 12 or 13%. Look at around the region, you have country 24% of that budget is education, towards education. Your health budget is around 9.7, it's a more percent. So do that comparison and look at what the country is making any progress. So that tell our lawmakers going out advocate for the education budget to 20%, so that we'll have more chairs in our school, we'll have good laboratory, we'll have our children going to at least the fees will reduce to a level. But if we can say the basic education, we just agree, and then we start pressing people in the thing of other parties. They will not make any progress. So please take my recommendation.
ready now, Papa.
The next person that was asked, and then we close up all this.
So we supposed to hear up to almost 2. So we're almost at the time. time.
Yes.
We still have slides.
10 seconds.
Yeah, so,
This district is my neighboring district, district number 3, and I live in district number 2. So, there are a few things that I know was when I'm passing the law. The issue of sanitation. I did not say on a small more about highlight sanitation. If you pass around district number 3 and district number 5, they share the same issue of sanitation. District number 3 is closer to red line. A portion of red line is in district number 3. So sometimes the representative, like we said, they did not meet with the people in the community. So I'm not trying to defend him why, so I can't say it now. One time I listened to his spokesperson on the team on the issue of reunification. I listened to him on 12 and he said, we're trying to do this because during the electoral process, people can go and local here, so after the election, we need to do it. So in my mind, if they don't go reunification, I don't think it should be a pillow on his manifestation. Manifestation, right? Because you already done it. It's not a continual process. He explained on to FN that after the election, they're going to call all of the hearings that contest in the election. I don't know whether they do it or not. But then you don't know it. All of these things that are listed here, on the issue of education, on some mobile have a school in called Multi. And I don't know if you try to be like TFA, right? People built a university in district number 3 and say the multi-university, but in district number 3.
Multi is not in district 3, it's in district 2.
And that's what I'm saying. I said the institution. I hope you get it clear, right? I live in Joseph. So you have an institution in Joseph called Multi, right? So if you could build something in district number 3 and say the mobile university, they have the TFA. Is that owned by the district? So the issue of education is that you're going to build a university. Will the university be for the district? These are things that we should be looking at, right? Because you automatically will build a university. But will that university be for the district or will it be for the mobile family?
Thank you so much.
Thank you
So,
so much.
listening to all the different points, it's going to do a further rundown. So, for reunification, those people that are from district number 3, I think you guys need to expand these points. In as much as I mentioned earlier, we do not have the entire document of the promises made. And I think that would be something that maybe they flag and link to and YMCA could look at. Visiting all of the different districts in Nigeria to understand what the promises, almost similar thing that they want us, understand what the promises are and how they've been able to deliver on them. Because if we have these things documented, know what it is that we also want. Because these things are not cast in school, it's not like they are already existing laws that we force to go by. So if we, the young people, and also the constituents of the different districts decide that yes, this one is something that we do not need to have it as a major focus right now, but we should do SYC instead of this one. It's very important. It's going to take us a long way. So thank you so much for this conversation. We look forward to getting the takeaways in the next steps.
Thank you so much, Evangeline. Again, we have said that this is an eye-opener for all of us. We represent different institutions. Some of us have education component attached. Some we are opinion leaders in our various districts. We work along with a group of young people. We have influence in the various districts. This is an opportunity. Somebody was suggesting that